far as a family, we are the greatest family. But as far as being a couple, we just aren't a couple anymore.
When you ask him why he will not have sex, what does he say to you?
He's tired. He'll roll over. And that's when he's not mad. When we're arguing, he'll say things like, look at you, you know?
Look
in the mirror, yeah.
Look in the mirror? When
Yeah.
you look in the mirror, what does he say?
That's why I don't want to make love to you. It's when I look in the mirror, and it hurts me.
And he calls you a lot of names, right?
Yes, he calls me fat. He says I'm a pig, that I'm a slob. You know, and I don't think I'm that sloppy looking. I mean, you know. And if I am sloppy looking, it's because he demeanors me, and he demeanors me to where I don't feel like anything but a slump. I shouldn't have to ask a man that supposedly loves me to make love to me.
That's right.
You know?
You also would like to have another child.
Very much, but I can't. He won't let me have another one. He's
Why?
afraid I'll get fatter.
Is that what he says?
He doesn't. Until I lose this weight from the previous one, he won't even talk to me about having a baby.
How much weight does he want you to lose?
All of it.
70
He
pounds.
wants me to get back down to be 103. He wants to be. And I can't. I mean, I've not made an effort to lose the weight. I mean, but he makes me feel like I do.
Rose, you say that you think that Ed has cheated on you. What makes you say that?
Other than him not having sex with me.
In other words, you think he must be getting it somewhere, right?
Yes, exactly. I mean, he's 34 years old. He's decent looking man. He's in well shape, you know, and he's got to be, you know, got to be getting it somewhere. And then recently, you guys are gonna love this. I went to the doctor. I've got an infection. They asked me if I've been faithful, and I've been so faithful to him. Then they asked me to ask him if he was faithful.
What do you say? You had to get that.
I've not told him that. I've not told him I went to the doctor.
You haven't told him yet?
And so, you know, it's kind of like confirmed, right? He denies it.
If I'm sure the doctor would tell you that if you get an infection and
There's
you're only
others-
sleeping with
yes.
him, he's got to be sleeping with somebody else. Right? Why don't we have Ed come on out? Bring Ed out, please.
Now, the doctor did tell me that there's other ways to get this infection.
Like what? Ed, let me cut to the chase first. Have you ever cheated on your wife?
No.
You have not?
Never.
Never.
It's not in me.
Do you consider that you have a low sex drive? And she had her son 2 years ago. And you have 2 children, don't you, Wendy?
Yes.
When you had the first one, you lost your weight.
All of it completely.
And then you had the second one, and your husband, Jeff, has been harassing you a lot.
Yes.
How much weight have you put on?
I was 110 pounds when I got pregnant with my son, and I gained to 198 pounds. Now I weigh 150.
50? Okay. He calls her a beached whale, a fat ass, and a heifer. And those are very hurtful names. Do you try to tell him to stop it?
Yes.
Wendy, hon, I know it was important to you to want to get married, right? And he would not marry, he did marry you, but he would not let you wear a wedding dress.
You know, because I was too fat.
Jeff, will you come on out, please? Are you... Are you as...
Sally, I try and help her. I try and encourage her. Yes,
I don't think
lying
name-calling,
to
I don't
me
think name-calling
and telling me
is
that the
correct.
gym called and said that I couldn't come back.
She spent as much time working out as she does complaining, she wouldn't have the problem.
Okay, Wendy, tell him what's wrong.
He says he doesn't want to have sex with me because when I bend over, he fills the role.
Wendy.
What has that got to do with her weight? What has that got to do
Tell
with her weight?
me...
It's between him and his wife, just like everybody.
wait.
Nobody understands.
We're
if
getting-
she wants to demean him, then
we're
that's the
getting off
person.
track.
We're getting
not talking about
off
these
the
people
track.
Demeaning us.
It is, you, tell him how you feel. Tell him
I
the
felt very
name.
terrible.
What is the amount of weight that he's worried about? In your particular case, what's he worried?
I weighed 125 when we got married. I weigh 165 now, and he wants me back to where I was or lower.
Let's bring Brett out. Brett, come on out.
She needs to do what I asked her to do.
Brett, you say, what's the problem?
She's put on a lot of weight.
You need to put on something.
Not every person in this room, you're physically
Where do we
attracted
get
to
the
the
attitude?
person that you're
Because
married
of your
to.
weight and your insecurities. You just
If
turned
that
into a whole
goes-
different person.
You're not a loser. I love her very much. I'm just not attracted to her.
I am the woman he married.
We got to talk one at a time. Let's, hold on.
You don't.
Brett,
You don't.
explain it to us again.
You doing this
Give her
Explain,
whatever she wants.
explain calling her names. Explain those things.
I've tried everything. I've tried to be nice about it. It doesn't work that way. I know it bothers.
By the way, one of my family names, as a matter of fact, is she is here because her boyfriend, Matt, who is the father of her son, who's now 18 months old, says he will not marry her until she loses the 45 pounds she gained with the baby. So the baby is about, what, a year and a half old?
It's a year and a half. And
Didn't the doctor tell you that it takes sometimes like 2 years or whatever to lose the weight?
yes, but in his eyes, he thinks once after you have a baby, you'll be skinny again like his sister.
I think the hardest thing for Love is that he is threatening to cheat on her if she doesn't lose the weight. Tell me about that.
Well, he gave me an ultimatum that if I don't lose the weight, then he's just gonna leave me because he can't be with someone who's big, and plus, when he's with girls and stuff, he likes their girls skinny and just petite.
How is your love life?
We barely have, sex at all. It's like whenever he wants it, he has to watch videos.
Let's bring that out.
It's not that bad.
Where's the rest of the haircut?
Look what you talking about, man.
Matt, what's the problem?
Well, for like 2 years, I've been going out with her. I knew her in high school. She was cute and everything, and next thing you know.
Please meet Mary Moeller. We need a calm voice here. Mary is the senior editor of Ladies' Home Journal. And for years now, I think the magazine has had a column called Can This Marriage Be Saved? Hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
And it's
40
always
years.
been one of my absolute favorite columns. So, first, what's going on? And second, can these marriages, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, be saved? I mean,
I
what
don't
are
know
you
if they-
thinking as you
I don't know
see-
if they should be saved. I mean, this is not an issue about weight. We are talking here about who owns this body, and I cannot believe in 1996 we are still having a discussion about who owns this body. You women own your bodies. If you guys wanted flat bellies and muscled arms and tight butts, how come you didn't marry other guys? You've got women here.
That's what you said we wanted. We didn't say we wanted that, did we?
Well, what do you want? These are beautiful women.
Wanted what I had before.
She wants to be thin again like she used to be.
Then back off. If you want to bask in your ignorance, you go right ahead.
Well, let's see some of your knowledge, then. Because a woman can be like she was. I've seen women.
Then you
Oh, granted, they're a little stretched out or whatever you want to call it.
accompany your
But I've seen
wife
them.
to a doctor and have him tell you what happens to a woman's body after she's had a
Oh, we
baby.
know. I've been to the
Nature
doctor. We know all
provides
about
that
that.
extra layer of fat so she can nourish